What's going on, everybody? I'm Eric Lindquist at Awesemo.com, and these are my three favorite Monkey Knife Fight season-long NFL plays. If you haven't had a chance to yet, head over to Monkey Knife Fight, where they have every sport you could imagine available, specifically even these season-long NFL props. Use promo code Awesemo to get $100 first match deposit bonus, and let's get to the picks. For my first play of Monkey Knife Fight season-long numbers here, we've got a more or less. The very first one listed on the page here, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. Everybody likes to play props on some of these more popular players, and it's especially nice to play a prop that I really do believe in on both of these. I like more for both of them. I like more for the 4,990.5 passing yards for Patrick Mahomes, as well as the 4,550.5 here for Tom Brady. The main thing here is that there's only been 12 seasons in the history of the NFL that have had 5,000 yards passing, which might make it seem a little strange that I would like more on Patrick Mahomes to put up an all-time season. But there is a 17th game that has been added to the season this year, and that is a gigantic difference. Having those extra possible 300 yards, which is kind of going to be more close to what Patrick Mahomes is going to be averaging, and whether or not he ends up having to play the last week of the season. Last year, I know that they absolutely ran through the division, through the entire AFC, and so they were able to rest him week 17, and so he didn't even have to play. But with this extra game, I just think that it might be a little bit more competitive. I think this sets up really well. So 295 yards passing per game is kind of what we're looking at to eclipse this 5,000 yard mark, and I think he's going to do it here. Right now at Awesemo, if you take a look at our projections, we have a player props tool for the NFL this season. It's going to be the easiest kind of thing that you can click on to just get an idea of what we're looking at here. The best minds, Steve Buzzard, Alex Baker, best minds in fantasy football. Passing yards they have listed for Patrick Mahomes, 5,359. We're going to take more for Patrick Mahomes. Same thing with Tom Brady. So Tom Brady has Chris Godwin. He has Mike Evans. He has a plethora of tight ends. I mean, we just got to take a gander over some of these props. I mean, it's just so obvious that you need to be playing some Tom Brady in this spot. Really like more for him as well. We have him projected around 4,650. I think that that's probably the right number. So give me more for both of these star quarterbacks, and let's hope for some offense this season. For our second play of the season, we're going to head to the rapid fire game type. We've got passing yards for Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady, with Tom Brady getting nearly 450 extra passing yards, but I still like the Patrick Mahomes side. We've still, in our Awesemo projections, got nearly a 200-yard gap, even with that extra 450 going to Brady. So I love Mahomes. He's got Tyreek Hill. He's got Travis Kelce. He's got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who I think will be more involved in the passing game. It's just a finely tuned machine there in Kansas City. They're going to be the best offense in the NFL going forward for however many years Patrick Mahomes decides to play football, it would seem like. So I really like siding with him in this head-to-head. Next up, we've got Derrick Henry versus Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook getting that extra 170 and a half yards. I'm going to take him in this one. Now, Derrick Henry has stayed completely healthy the last two seasons. Played all 16 games in 2020. Played the 15 games in 2019. It's just going to be one of those spots where, you know, I think if he gets dinged up a little bit or something like that, I mean, Dalvin Cook has been the one who's been more quote unquote injury prone, but I don't really necessarily look at it that way. I just see AJ Brown and then the addition of Julio Jones being just having another mouth to feed there. And they're going to want to keep Derrick Henry fresh for those playoffs coming down the stretch. I'm not sure if he's going to get the same workload he's had the last two seasons, even though he probably can handle it. But Dalvin Cook, sure, you've got Justin Jefferson, you've got Adam Thielen, but I really like siding with him in this one still. So getting that extra yardage, I think, is a big deal. That's the same feeling I have on the next head-to-head, the last part of this trio. Christian McCaffrey getting 147 and a half rushing yards up against Nick Chubb. There's no way Chuba Hubbard is going to be somebody that's going to kind of challenge Christian McCaffrey for touches in this offense this season. Nick Chubb still has Kareem Hunt in his backfield. And sure, Nick Chubb, probably one of the best runners in the NFL. There's really no question about it. Probably the best pure running back at the position in the entire league. But Christian McCaffrey getting this extra bonus yardage. The guy's going to be healthy this season. He's going to go back to his being the number one fantasy asset. So I really like going to McCaffrey once again, especially considering he's getting that bonus yardage. And for my third and final pick for the season-long stuff over on Monkey Knife Fight, we're going to kind of combine what we were doing on the last section and combine it to this section. We're going to go to the rapid fire just to 1.5x our money here. We only have to get 2 out of the 3 correct here. So I like the Mahomes versus Brady side. I like the Dalvin Cook versus Derrick Henry side. But then this is the one that I really want to highlight because I feel like this is almost a free square. Stefon Diggs versus Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill getting just the 0.5 receiving yards. Give me Stefon Diggs. So the Buffalo Bills, the addition of Stefon Diggs was just dynamic, could not have possibly worked out better for him. He's got Josh Allen throwing him the ball. Not that he's Patrick Mahomes, but he's a fantastic quarterback. There's no question about it. There's nobody else in that entire offense. There's no semblance of a running game other than Josh Allen with his legs for the most part. Zach Moss, Devin Singletary, not going to be getting it done very much on the run. And then Emmanuel Sanders being your number 2 there now. I mean, it is going to be the Stefon Diggs show in Buffalo. No question about it. So in terms of receiving yards, I understand Tyreek Hill is somebody that you should have interest in season-long leagues, in best ball, and in DFS purposes. So much upside week to week, but I think Diggs is going to be the more consistent producer throughout this season, the number 1 wide receiver ranked in the Awesemo rankings. Give me the Stefon Diggs side. That makes for a great play, combining the last rapid fire with this one. And those are my 3 Monkey Knife Fight plays for the 2021 NFL season. Do not forget to use promo code Awesemo to get that $100 first match deposit bonus, and best of luck to us all this NFL season.